When the Treaty of Versailles was signed after World War I, Germany had to give up its overseas territories, send coal from its richest coal region to France, reduce its military, and pay reparations. This made Germany mad, and they used acts of aggression to go against the treaty. Britain and France used appeasement to avoid confronting Hitler by caving into his demands, but this eventually led to the war. If the Versailles Treaty hadn't been so hard on Germany, the war may have been avoided. New technologies made the war worse than anyone could have ever expected. Bombs were one of the most influential technological advances in the war. For the US and Japan, the bomb both helped and hurt them. The bomb hurt the United States when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. This pulled the United States into war, even though they wanted to stay out of it. Japan got what they wanted and stepped ahead in the war. On the other hand, the United States used the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan, where over 11,000 people died. While this helped the end of the war, Japan suffered great devastation. In some cases, such as Pearl Harbor, technology contributed to aggression because there was a whole other country in the war, but the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki inhibited it because the 3 days after Nagasaki, a treaty was signed and the war was over. Without these technologies, the war would have been much different. A lot of the time, location, resources, and history dictated the decisions made. The United States stayed out of World War I in the beginning and came out having not lost a lot. They hoped for the same in World War II. Japan is an island, so they did not have all the resources that other countries had. They took matters into their own hands and went into the war wanting resources. The Soviet Union signed a non-aggression pact that kept them from war with Germany. They wanted to stay out of war with Germany because they were not strong enough to face them. Key turning points of the war included the battles of Midway, El Alamein, and Stalingrad. The Allies were able to defeat the Japanese at Midway, drive back the Axis powers at El Alamein, and make Germany surrender at Stalingrad. Another key turning point in the war was the bombing of Pearl Harbor. This event pulled the United States into war, and the United States, as we all know, had a very big impact on the rest of the war. They ended up bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and 3 days later, a treaty was signed and the war was over.
Don't be unreasonably harsh. The Versailles Treaty was unreasonably harsh on Germany, and this led to an ugly war. Also, don't misuse technology or it might be used against you.